We know you love us, but the information on our podcast is provided for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for professional advice of any kind. If you or anyone you know needs professional help, please seek mental health services.
Hi, it's Emma.
Hey, it's Zorric.
Host of the Day podcast, and we're very excited to have another show for you guys because we have a guest.
Wait, hold on. Cue the sound effects because I am not ready today.
Oh my gosh.
This is
what are you doing?
I'm trying to find...
You're failing. You're failing.
Wait, where is it?
You're failing. What's wrong with you? Why are you like this today? Now you're giving a bad impression to our guest.
Okay.
And how dare you?
So go ahead. Who is our guest?
We have Revian today, or Revy for short.
Wait, Rev for short.
I'm sorry.
Revian. Right?
Hi, everyone. Revian, yeah. Revy's like 4 very close friends in the family.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
I took it too far. I added one extra letter. My bad. I'm sorry.
So, she was in The Bachelor season 23. Do you think Revian, excuse me. Do you think The Bachelor will be forever a TV show until our death?
Oh, man, I wouldn't say until our death because that's a long way from now. But I feel like it's picked up. I feel like I started watching it more when I was in college. Mm-hmm. And that wasn't that long ago. And I feel like it's like getting even more popular now with social media. I don't feel like it's going to go away anytime soon.
Well, it is like the most popular show in the world.
It's ABC's cash cow for sure.
It is.
Yeah, it's their like baby. It's their prize baby.
For sure.
Yeah. So we're going to talk to her about her experience on the show, and then just basically your life experience. We want to know really who are you and where you came from and what you do and your future and stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll talk about that. What else, Emma? That's it?
Yeah, I have my celebrity gossip.
Okay, so Emma has some things she wants to tell everybody. Go for it.
I always have stuff I want to tell everybody.
Oh my gosh, you can't stop talking.
Okay, so, you know, we have, last week I talked about how Zoe Kravitz is going to be Catwoman. Uh-huh. And that's super exciting. Well, they've also have chosen who the Riddler is going to be.
The Riddler,
and it's Paul Dano. And I'll be interested to see how his version of it, because it depends on my mood whether I like Jim Carrey's version or not.
Jim Carrey is amazing.
Depends on my mood.
Oh.
Sometimes I'm like, yes, Jim Carrey, you did such a great job as the Riddler. And then I'm like, I'm distracted by George Clooney's nipples, you know? So.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
So, Revian, did you watch Joker?
I did watch the recent Joker.
Did you like it?
Loved it.
Oh,
Loved it.
I have not seen it.
So, I have mixed feelings because I was missing the car chases and stuff like that. Spoiler alert. But it was a story, right, Revian? It's more of a backstory.
It was a really good backstory. It's like hard not to, tug at your heartstrings and feel for him.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was telling, because Emma is a therapist, licensed, and I was like, really,
awesome.
Emma, it's good. It was focused around like mental health. I don't know.
Very focused. Yeah, I think a lot of people could relate.
Yeah, I don't watch it when it's crap about that.
Oh my
Because I'm like, I already deal with that at work. I don't need to deal with it outside.
Oh, so you don't want to be overloaded with stuff.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So you just like mindless things.
Yeah, I might watch. Yes, that's why I love The Real Housewives.
That's such a
reality
good show.
TV.
Yeah, because I'm just like, this drama is real for the moment, but is it really real in real life?
Yeah.
No, and
Have
I'm
you
okay
watched
with that.
90 Day Fiancé?
No, I haven't.
That's great.
I have.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
I started watching, oh my gosh, Temptation Island. I know that they're like it's a reboot. I started watching that and I was just like, and then it hit too close to me because I'm like, as a marriage family therapist, I was like, oh, your relationships are like not well. So I had to stop doing that too. Yeah. Anyways, so back to the Riddler. Mm-hmm. So he's going to join Robert Pattinson, whom
What?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson.
He's still doing movies?
Yeah. Right?
That's weird.
Exactly.
But he's so young.
He's going to be Batman.
Right? He's like in his 30s.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Right? See? Thank you.
Well, I liked Ben Affleck. I know you didn't, but he seems weird as a Matt Ben, but I think it was fine.
So I gotta say, in the scale of things, like Ben Affleck's like the lowest on the totem pole, and then like Robert Pattinson's like right above him. So like he's better than Ben Affleck. I will tolerate it a little bit more. I'm still not happy about it.
Well, who was before Ben Affleck? It was
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. He was so good at that.
He was so good. Yeah. Like he took like Batman to a whole different just level, and just for me it was like character development. Like just Christian Bale immersed himself into Batman. Like he like portrayed oh man, he was amazing.
What about Michael Keaton? Do you guys remember him?
I liked Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
But I think that huh?
I think I remember liking him. I can't remember.
He was the one
That was in the 90s though.
Yeah, with Nicole Kidman.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh no! So no, I take it back. He is the one that was with Jim. No, it wasn't him. It was someone else. I don't know. Anyways, there's so many.
Continue.
Anyways, so he is going to be the Riddler, and so what was interesting was that they, it was like suspected that Jonah Hill was actually going to be cast as the Riddler.
No way.
Yep.
That's so funny. Mm-hmm. Jonah Hill.
That's weird.
Jonah Hill.
Very interesting choices.
He was in 21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
With a ding dong.
You
coming
don't
out
think
of his pants.
he'd do? Did you guys watch that Netflix show that he was in with Emma Stone?
No.
I forgot what it was called.
Oh, like Glow or something?
No, that's the wrestler show. It had Justin Theroux in it.
I don't even know.
Anyways, he did a good like dramatic role that I could see him being able to do, like the Riddler, like very like playful and at the same time like super serious. Like I feel like he can pull off both. Anyway, so he's no longer a contender because obviously went to the other guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's next?
Womp womp. Okay. So do we want to start with a divorce or do we want to talk about the marriage
Let's
first?
go with sad news first.
Okay. So Christina Hendricks and her husband Jeffrey Armand are separating.
Christina Hendricks was on on Mad Men.
Yep.
Right?
She is 44 and he is 41. And Jeffrey Armand is known for being in The Ringer. He is also known for 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, I'm looking at her picture. Her hair is so red.
Her hair is super red.
Super red.
She's like a legit redhead.
Yeah.
So at the moment, he is on Madam Secretary. So they were together for about, they were together for 12 years. They were married for about 10 years. And now they're divorcing.
So that's like 22 years, no?
No, they were together for 12.
Married for 10.
For 10.
That's still a long time.
That means 2 years they were just dating before they got married.
That's about right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, so she posted a picture and confirmed the split on Instagram. So, I mean, she's a beautiful woman.
She is. I mean, she's 44, still young. So I'm sure she can pull someone like, I don't know, Ben Affleck or something.
Ugh,
right? He's single
stop.
now, right?
Gross.
Go ahead.
Jennifer Garner.
Bad.
Huh?
He's not bad.
Ugh.
But it's because he's a cheater, right?
That's it.
No,
What?
I hated him before.
Oh.
Whenever, like, I love Jennifer Garner, and when she married him, she lost points for marrying him. Now that they've divorced, she gained the points back. I just never cared for him.
So how are you calculating your points? Just because you don't like him?
Yep.
Okay. All right. What's the good news?
So Jennifer Lawrence and her fiance Cook, I don't know, Cook Maroney are going to be married on Saturday in Rhode Island.
Who's that?
Who?
The husband. Cook.
He is a art gallery person.
His name is Cookie. Cooke.
Okay,
right?
Cookie. Sure.
Or Cookie.
There's no accent.
Or Cookie. I don't know. That's crazy.
I don't know. Anyways, so he is obviously like not a celebrity, which is something that she's always wanted. She's always wanted someone that was very sort of, what she considers like more normal.
Oh.
So she has been, they've been married. I mean, they've been together for about a year and a half. They got engaged in February after, less than a year of dating, and now they're getting married this weekend.
Yeah. I feel like he's a good looking dude. So
He is, yeah.
And I wonder if he's probably a little bit older. He looks a little bit older, probably in his 30s.
I think she's also in her 30s, no?
Is she? I thought she was like...
Or she's like an older 20?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's an art gallery director. He's 34. Yeah. I just love her.
Fancy job.
Yeah.
That's it. When you hear that word like art director or art curator, like I want to meet these people because they seem so like sophisticated, right? So.
Did you guys ever watch 30 Rock?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
We don't
More
watch.
of an office girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't say that because Emma loves.
I love The Office, but 30 Rock
love
also
The
like
Office.
tugged my heart. But basically, there's like a art curator in the show, and she talks about how her bones are like bird bones. Like she has like aviary bones.
Oh my gosh.
She has like super, yeah. So that's what it reminds me of.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. What else?
That's all I have.
Okay, so I have something to ask both of you guys.
Oh, geez.
Some advice is called "What Would Date Podcast Do?" And I have just one question for Revian. It's more of like a "What would you do?" type question, like your advice. All right?
Okay.
I'm gonna read you something.
I'm scared.
It's kind of. Hopefully, it's not that long. Okay. Recently went on 2 dates with a guy from Hinge. First date was pretty good. Conversation flowed and I felt like he was easy to talk to, but I didn't know if I liked him. I had the first date jitters. He seems pretty interested. At the second date, I kept waiting for the spark or butterflies or anything, but no, the conversation was not natural as the first date, but we had a good time. So I feel like there's a connection, but no chemistry. Revian, is chemistry important?
Chemistry
you're
is so
dating?
important. Of course. In dating, chemistry is extremely important. It's like what separates like being friends with someone versus pursuing something romantic. Like if it's not there, it's just not there.
Yeah,
Don't really
and
force it.
she continues to say the good night kiss was nothing special. So,
Oh.
Revian, does the first kiss, should you feel something or not feel
Totally. Totally.
something? Okay.
I've been there, done that. If it's not there, it's never gonna be there.
Oh.
Personally, that's what I believe.
Yeah, and then so her final question here is, should she go out on a third date with the guy?
I mean, if she wants to pursue being friends, but clearly he probably wants something different if they're going on dates.
Yeah, I feel like
But-
you gotta feel it, right, Revian? I mean, you gotta feel that connection.
Yeah. I mean, she has to be clear, like, I like you as friends, and like that probably won't be a third date, maybe just like hang out as friends. Or, yeah, I think third one's not gonna be any different.
I agree. What do you think, Emma?
Yeah, if it's the third date and nothing was happening and she doesn't feel anything, I say you're done. You gave it a good try. You're good.
Yeah, and I think it's also a bad start to the relationship because it's kind of a slow increase in the actual feelings and chemistry and all that spark. So I don't know. I wouldn't go on a third date as well.
Yeah.
So okay. So that was the question. What would a podcast do?
It wasn't too scary,
It wasn't too
right?
scary, right? It was
No,
easy,
it
right?
wasn't bad at all.
Okay.
That's easy.
All right. So now on to Revian. First of all, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, today.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Good.
So we have a connection. We all three have a connection. It's called a Texan connection, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Texan. Every time you're texting, I'm like,
That's what I heard too,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm sorry.
Excuse me, I'm not so eloquent today, but Texan connection. So, Revian, where are you from? It's kind of good
I'm
away.
from Plano, Texas.
Okay. So, born and raised in Plano, Texas?
Born and raised, born in Dallas, lived in the same house all 18 years
Oh my gosh.
until I went off to college.
Yeah. So, when you were in high school, how was your date? Were you going on dates or just focusing on school?
I had a serious boyfriend in high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we met when I was like 14.
Huh.
Oh.
And we were together till I was like 18, probably.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
So you guys dated all throughout like middle school and high school.
Yeah, like basically going to high school, like all of high school.
Wow.
Would you call him your high school sweetheart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying he's my first love.
First, so what?
Are y'all
why?
still in contact with each
Yeah.
other?
Yeah, we're still friends.
Oh, nice.
Well, after like years of it being awkward, like every time we went home for holidays, we would see each other because we're in the same friend group. But earlier this year, like March, he was in LA and like we met up for drinks, and it was weird, but it was nice.
What was weird about it? Just curious.
It was weird because like the way we would talk to each other, and I could still tell like he has a soft spot for me, and I always like care about him. But we're just very different people now. But he's doing really well. He's very successful. I'm like happy for him. I
good.
just would never date him again.
Yeah, that's good. You know, your first love is always like it's a different type of love, right? Because I'm the same way too. I think I would have a soft spot for my first love, but if I saw her and her 3 kids,
I shunned mine.
but you're different. Why did you shun yours?
He got married on my birthday.
Oh,
Oh,
oh my goodness.
So he shunned.
Okay. So you stayed together until you were 18. Why did you guys break up?
so he was actually a year older than me, and he went down to University of Texas in Austin. And I did not think I was going to end up at the same school, but I did a year later. And then when I was there, I guess I just kind of realized, like, oh, there's more fish in the sea.
Yeah. So you went to UNT, and UTA, and you guys were still dating?
Yeah, I went to UT in Austin. Yeah.
Okay.
We were still dating. We dated for a whole year. His freshman year, doing long distance. But during that year long distance, like I was kind of like already not feeling it as much. But yeah.
And then like once you moved, it was kind of like, no, this is not working out for me.
Yeah. And it was also one of those things like the last year of our relationship, I tried breaking up with him, or I would break up with him, but then I would get convinced not to. So yeah.
That
Being
happens.
18, it's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, at the end, I think guys and gals, we were in denial, maybe. Maybe he felt it, that it was over, but he was like, no, let's try one more time. You know, we could work on things. And I don't know if you guys even went as far as going to counseling or anything, or you guys were just too.
No, we never did that.
Not in that phase. Yeah.
No.
I know people that are like just dating for like 3 or 4 years dating, and then they end up going to counseling. I'm like, guys, you guys aren't even like thinking about marriage, and you're going to counseling.
Yeah, that's rough.
But anyway, so lots of fish in the sea in Austin. How was that like being immersed with all these new people? It's a huge school. I think one of the biggest school in Texas. Is that the biggest school?
I don't know.
Maybe like 40,000 fresh people to meet and talk to. So how was dating there?
How was dating there?
Did you?
It was such a long time ago.
Yeah. Did you meet people like face to face at like parties, or did you go online?
Yeah, I feel like definitely met a lot of people like at parties. I joined Greek life, which is kind of out of character for me. So I met a lot of boys through like those social events through Greek life. It was interesting. It was very different than having a serious boyfriend all through high school and then going to college and new experiences.
What were some of those things that were, maybe out of your comfort zone or different for you?
I think I grew up like very shy. Like I didn't party, I didn't drink. It wasn't until like I left my parents' house and like felt more comfortable or like respectful enough that if I was doing this, they wouldn't know because they're not there.
Right.
So, I just started partying, going out. Never used to do that at all, and just meeting a lot of people because in high school I was just hanging out with just a small group of friends or just hanging out with my parents. I was pretty nerdy, honestly.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So did you go on a lot of dates, like first dates, or how did that come about whenever you would date somebody?
Man, I feel like I can't remember. I know right after my high school sweetheart and I broke up, I jumped into another serious relationship pretty quick. Like a couple months after.
Oh.
How'd you meet him?
he was also a mutual friend. It's kind of messed up.
like both of yours, like mutual friends?
Yeah, we're in the same friend group. Yeah. So
how did he take that?
No, I don't think he was very happy.
Okay.
We all like still went out together, but it was still like, it was awkward.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I started dating him seriously like maybe like 4 months after my 4-year relationship ended. And then we dated for like a year. And then after that, it was just kind of a few dates here and there in college, but it was more like just having fun, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I was fresh out of a relationship, I was ready, man. Out of my 6-year relationship and 4-year relationship, I was like ready to go.
That is long.
Yeah. So I was like, I feel you. I know how it feels to like want to get out there. But then sometimes, you want like this most recent time, I'm just like chilling, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just kind of meeting people. So, but yeah, it's just different at different phases in your life. So why did that other relationship break up? The next relationship. Why did you guys break up?
He cheated on me with one of our other friends.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
This friend group.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Are you still in this group?
No, not really. Well, what's funny is like we also do like just like goody two shoes, nerdy Asians, like just a circle of us.
Oh no.
And then everyone just started going freaking crazy.
Jeez.
You're like, freedom.
Yeah.
No more parents around.
Yeah, when I found he cheated on me, when I did find out, I did punch him in the face.
Oh.
Pretty happy about that.
Oh, I think we're all happy about that right there. Even the audience.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, that's so did he tell you face to face, or did you just kind of find out through friends?
So my friends all knew, and they didn't tell me for like a week. Well, okay, so like he cheated on me, and then he broke up with me, and then no one wanted to tell me. But turns out the girl he cheated on me with, our other friend liked her, so he like screwed over like a bro on top of like cheating on me. So then my friend, the other guy, was like really drunk one night and just told me, and I was like, wow. So then what happened was my ex thought that they were going to mend their friendship. But little did you know that I was also going to be in the car pulling up to his house. And yeah.
I think guys never get over that though.
Get over what?
Like cheating on each other and stuff like that.
What do you mean?
Right? You said mending relationships, like the other guy.
Yeah, because like those two guys were close. My ex and my guy friend were close. So like I think he was more upset about losing his friend than like our relationship.
Oh.
Well, he sounds like a jerk person all around, so.
Oh, you should see his most recent photo I found online. I made a nice before and after to show my friends. It's like he ate his former self and age like 50 years.
Oh, jeez.
Yikes.
Like it's bad. It's really bad.
Karma is a bitch. Sometimes.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you broke up with him, and then I guess did you go on a few dates after that, and then went on the show, or what was next?
So we broke up when I was like 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for the next couple years, it was just like a few dates here and there. There's a guy I briefly dated for a few months and like super infatuated. I was only 21. He was much older, like 29.
Mm-hmm.
And like we were looking at like engagement rings and apartments. I was thinking about dropping out of nursing school to be closer to him. And then that relationship was super toxic and blew up in my face. I don't think I know how to pick them anymore. Yeah.
Your picker's broken. That's what my therapist says. My picker's broken.
Yeah.
So is this the one that it says here, she once flew across the country to meet a man on the internet? Oh
man, no, that's a different So this is all like before like 21. So the guy I met on the internet was actually when I was like 23 when I first moved to LA. Mm-hmm. So 2 years ago, this cute guy followed me on Instagram, and then we started DMing, and then it was just, we just started talking, and I found out he used to live in LA, but he actually lived in freaking small town Pennsylvania.
Oh my
like
God.
like farmer land Pennsylvania. And we just kept like talking. We started talking on the phone, and like we talked on the phone for like 3 months, and then one day he's like telling me he loves me. I'm like, okay, you're crazy. Like, we never met in person. It's clearly I like crazy people, and I'm crazy to do this. But then, I was like, we've been talking for so long. Like, why don't I just come over there and meet you?
Yes. Oh my gosh. So how was it when you were walking up towards him? Like, how were you feeling?
It was weird. It was so weird. I was like, whoa. I was like, thank God you're not a catfish, because at first I was sitting in the airport like, oh my God, this is going to be like an old, creepy guy. I'm about to be catfish.
Oh,
This is going to be the worst but hilarious story ever. But no, he was like, looked like how he did in photos. He's very, very, very sweet. Like, we're still friends to this day. Like, we continue to see each other for almost like a year.
Oh, oh wow, that's pretty.
Yeah.
So was there a
good.
connection?
Yeah. Oh my God, he's a sweetheart. It's just we're in very different stages of our life, and he's very comfortable there, and I would never move there, and he doesn't like LA. He wouldn't come back. So
yeah, something has to give. And but I think you guys had a mental connection, right? You guys would talk and chat and talk on the phone, and that's important too. But maybe you're right, you guys are in different ends of the United States, so that's kind of hard to keep up. And then it's expensive to go back and forth. It adds up, right?
Oh, very. Yeah, we wouldn't see each other for like 2 or 3 months. So it was just like not really, it wasn't ideal. But at the same time, it was like just nice because he was so sweet, and like I was supportive of him. But yeah, that's only enough for how long. Yeah.
Yeah. So what about the next guy or the next phase? What happened after that?
So after him and I ended is when I went on Colton season.
Oh, okay. So what was the deciding factor to you, or that point where you were like, okay, let me try this show. Let's see what happens.
I mean, I've been kind of a fan of the show since college, like starting with like kind of end of Ben's season. And then I started watching like JoJo's season then religiously after. And I always kind of joke with my friends like, oh, I would love to go on the show. Like, I'd be great at it. But it wasn't until actually one of my patients at my former job, my first year here, he works in entertainment. So he kind of like introduced me to a producer who works with a Bachelor. And then kind of went through it that way.
Oh, wow.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So how was that process to you? Was it really difficult? Was there a lot of paperwork and testing, or was it pretty easy?
Yeah. No, there was like, paperwork, background testing, all that stuff. But it wasn't like too stressful. I honestly thought when they called me, it was going to be too late to be considered for this year. I thought it was going to be like for next year, but it kind of was able to be pushed through. So I was able to do Colton season, but it wasn't super stressful for me. I think the only thing was like, I totally didn't think I was going to get it.
Got it. And then I think earlier you were talking about how your parents are kind of conservative or quiet or something. How did your parents feel about you being on the TV show?
I wouldn't say they're conservative. They're pretty like Americanized, I would say, especially for like Asian parents. But they do like, they are more quiet. Like they believe in like kind of keeping your head down, just doing your job, like just living life and like not trying to like create a scene or be dramatic or anything like that. Yeah. They've always been supportive. They tell me I can do whatever I want. Yeah. Basically. And they were excited for me, but they were also a little skeptical because they're like, oh, you're not going to work for that long. I'm like, yeah, but it's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
So you were already in LA when that happened, right?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So when they did call you, what was next? You basically just fly out there, or is there like a few weeks gap in between the taping?
I didn't have to fly anywhere because it was here in LA.
Oh, that's right.
So, so it was just a few meetings here and there over the span of a few weeks.
Yeah.
And then it took a little bit of time to hear like if it was official or not. And then once it was, then like filming started a little bit after that.
Do you have like an estimate on like how long that process took, like weeks or months wise?
I think for me it was like only a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Yeah.
good. So fast forward to the house. I mean, how are you feeling when you were there? Were you pretty nervous, or was it just another day for you?
I was so nervous. I thought I was about to vomit when I came out of the limo. I thought I blacked out. I was like, this is so much. And I also was sick the night before, so I was really not feeling like myself. I had like a fever the night before, so I was just like really intimidated
Oh, jeez.
and pretty camera shy. So
in
that's
that
probably why I didn't
situation,
last long.
do they sort of like coach you guys? Do they let you know what's going to happen? Or is it just kind of like, here's what's happening, boom?
They kind of like prepare you as you're going through, like, this is where we're going, like, you're about to like step out. Like, they don't like completely throw you in blind, because I feel like that would be very hard for editing and organization.
Yeah.
But it was still like terrifying. Like, they were very like encouraging, but still it was so scary.
So when you speak to Colton that first time, I bet you're even more, I don't know, nervous, or were you okay after you stepped out and spoke to him?
Oh, I was so nervous. I literally thought like the whole like stepping out, walking towards him, saying whatever I said, I totally thought I blacked out for the whole thing. I'm like, I am not here right now. This is not me.
Oh, jeez. So
whoa.
did they like come up with different things that you may or may not say? Like, you know, because there were a lot of gimmicks. Like, people were trying to make a first impression. It's just like similar to when you have a first date with somebody. Did they kind of like give you some ideas, or did they just say whatever, basically?
They kind of like helped, like, you know, discuss some ideas, but ultimately it was like our decision at the end what we wanted to do.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
good, because it showed your personality and, you know, who you are, and you know your Mandarin speaking and all that, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're in the house, like how long is that? How long is that experience? Is it a few weeks, or a couple of days, or how long was that?
Well, since I went home the first night, I was only there for like one night.
Oh,
in the
wow.
house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
it was
it's
just one night.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that quick.
So were your bags packed? Because you know how you see it on TV whenever they do the rose ceremony. Are your bags really packed at that point?
You always pack your bags before every rose ceremony.
Oh, jeez.
So at any time, if you need to leave, like, someone can just grab your stuff and you just leave.
Oh,
Gosh,
gee.
that's so stressful.
Yeah.
That is so stressful. And so they just drive you straight to the airport? Is that what happens, or?
Pretty much. I mean, for me, I lived here, so I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I'm just going
It
home.
wasn't too bad, but my goodness. Like, you're just like,
Yeah.
all right, you're out. Bye. Here's the airport.
Yeah, I mean, there's nowhere to really keep, like, so many of us. Like, the first night, 8 of us went home. Like, what are they going to do with us?
Yeah. Do you keep in touch with anybody, or did you make any friendships with people there?
Yeah, so first night, she also went home the first night. Laura, she's also from Dallas. Her and I are close. I actually just went out with her last weekend when I was in Dallas.
Oh, nice.
And then Onyeka, who also lives in Dallas, and I are close. And then Bree and I got close because we roomed together in Bachelor in Paradise this summer. And then Sydney and I got closer because of Bachelor in Paradise. And then she recently moved here. So yeah.
Nice.
So for Bachelor in Paradise, do you guys like volunteer or do you get picked?
I think if everyone wanted to, I think everyone would have volunteered. But it's like it's up to who they want.
Oh.
Nice.
Huh.
And so how was that experience, Bachelor? Because it seems less structured to me. I don't know. Is it more just chill over there?
It was way more chill.
Yeah.
Way more chill. Because it's like half guys, half girls. It's not like 30 women competing for one guy, which is like way more natural. And it's like, you know, it's the beach, it's Mexico, you're just having fun. It was way more lax.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot more.
Yeah. Did you have any experiences, or did you meet anyone you liked there? Because that's what they're there for, right? They're putting you all together to, like, you know, basically meet each other.
I met, when I got there, I went on a date with Connor. And we had a lot of fun on our date. We went on segways in like downtown Puerto Vallarta.
I love segues.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I totally thought it was going to be something more intense because my date card said, Revian, choose your ride or die. And I thought it was like, oh, it's going to be like ATVs in the jungle or something like awesome. And when I get there, it's like segways. And I'm like, Okay. But we had like little stations. We did like, you know, we ate fruit. We got blue animals. I'm just bummed they didn't air like one scene. We went to like a restaurant and they had a contest waiting for us. So we're fighting with another couple. And what we had to do was Connor and the other guy were the meat of a taco. So they laid on this like tortilla blanket and then we would throw like buckets of lettuce, cheese, rice, and roll him towards a hungry customer in the restaurant. And Connor's like 6'5", 6'6". Like I could not roll him. He is tall, and the other guy was like 5'5". So they beat us. That was like the best part of our date, and I'm sad like we never got to see it.
Yeah, maybe they didn't like get clearance or something. Maybe there's some kind of thing with recording other people.
I don't know how I would feel if that got aired. In all honesty.
Well, yeah, but it seemed like a fun experience. Like that would be a fun. The thing with the Bachelor in Paradise, your date was just like ideal, right? Whereas like here in Dallas, we just go to dinner, or maybe we watch a show or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You make it sound so
the dates are all
boring.
really fun.
Yeah.
I'm lucky. Some of the dates on Paradise, they just went out to dinner. I'm glad we got to do like an activity.
Yeah.
So when you were in your before this, what were your dates like? Were you going to dinner most of the time, or doing some cool stuff like shows and I don't know
What was I doing?
activities?
Before Paradise?
Yeah.
What was I doing before Paradise? Honestly, yeah, I think like I maybe like gone to the beach with some guys or like a few dinners. But I think I was like kind of not focusing on guys for a bit.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was
Gotcha.
so long ago.
Gotcha. So after Bachelor in Paradise, are you dating somebody right now, or?
No, I'm not. I'm
No.
single as a Pringle.
Has anybody been sliding into your DMs?
Yeah, but no one interesting.
So
I feel
Zorric
like-
tried and he failed.
I tried a long time ago, and she like blocked me.
It's like flag and block.
Yeah, it was like report, flag, block.
I feel like my standards are like so high, it's almost like impossible.
Well, I think being on a show and then meeting these like hot dudes on both shows, and then you're just like now released to the wild with us normal guys. It's a little bit different. And I feel, do you think that it's kind of like guys now have to work harder to get your attention? Like pull out all the stops, maybe all the activities and wine and dine, or
No,
not?
I just feel like guys in LA, like I feel like they can't even be normal.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that
Like
mean?
they can't like text and be normal. They can't plan a date and be normal. Or maybe I'm just talking to the wrong guys.
What
Or
is
they
be
just can't be-
normal?
As in just like be exciting in text. Like be like, hey, how are you? Like just not like being dead or boring or just like asking to hang out or last minute like, oh, what are you doing right now? I'm like not hang out with you. Like I've never met you.
So
I
it's
don't
more
know,
like
just,
booty
like-
call-ish, I guess.
No, I feel like some of them just want someone to text. Like they just want a pen pal almost.
Yeah, so Revian, I'm going to just break it to you. Most guys are like that. I mean, most of us suck, okay? You got to find that 10%. And I think as you keep meeting people, how are you meeting people? Like online or just DMs, or is there friends?
I was going out with a few guys from like DMs, but they're all just dumb as rocks. Like the ones that catch my eyes are, usually like male models or personal trainers, and they're usually not much there intellectually when I meet them, and I'm like, oh, great. What am I doing? So yeah, DMs not working out too well. Mutual friends,
Well, just based on the history, maybe
Yeah.
you just need a little bit more space from that.
Yeah. Well, what about dating apps? Have you tried anything like Hinge or Bumble or Tinder?
Was on Tinder a long time ago before I got like really grimy, so definitely not on Tinder anymore. Bumble, I liked Bumble at first, but then I guess call me traditional in the sense that I don't want to be putting in all the effort at first.
Right.
Like it's weird. I don't know. It's just, it's like so much work.
Well-
like I know guys, it's like a lot of work for guys. It's like for me, like,
Oh my gosh! Like we're pulling out all the stops. I mean, just to get someone to notice us. But you know, as far as like Bumble, you just have to tee up the softball. Just throw us the softball. Just say hi, and that's about it, right, Emma?
Nope.
What? What do you mean?
That doesn't work for me.
It doesn't work.
No.
Oh my gosh. Because I feel like
I'm with Rev on this one. It sucks.
If you show us any attention, I think we'll like pounce and we'll start talking.
That's not true.
Well, most of us. No?
No.
Oh my gosh. Did you have any crazy date experiences with those dating apps? Any crazy first dates or
Oh man.
crappy first dates? Or maybe good ones. Who knows?
Let me think on that. Crappy first dates, good first dates. Oh, I did meet a guy actually. Well, I guess. I met a guy when I was in Paris off Tinder.
Oh.
Tinder in Europe is different. Tinder in Europe is nice.
Nice.
The men there are very beautiful and nice. Maybe because they're foreign.
Yeah.
It's like,
Maybe. And they speak French.
Yes. So I met this guy named Thomas in Paris, and then he met me. I was getting wine with someone I met at my hostel, and wine and like dessert. And he picked me up at the Arc de Triomphe on his motorcycle and drove me around Paris on the back of his motorcycle and took me to dinner.
cool.
That is so freaking
Yeah.
sexy.
It was like the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like obsessed with him for 2 days. Like when I left Paris, I think I did cry to him because he dropped me off the airport, and I was like, I'm just so romantic.
That's like a movie. Like you're living a movie, actually. Because that's.
Did
so
y'all
romantic.
exchange like emails or anything?
Yeah, no, we still talk to this day. We're still
cool.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a sweetheart.
So I'm seeing here that you are a foodie and you love to travel, and your Instagram shows you everywhere. Like why do you like to travel so much?
I mean, I think my parents instilled that in me. Growing up, we would always go on a trip like twice a year at least, either in the States or like international. But I went to China a lot growing up because that's where my parents are from. And just kind of leaving the country, and then like also going to Mexico because it's close to Texas, like seeing that there's so much out there. It's always excited me, inspired me in a way. So when I was 21, instead of going on spring break, I had the flu, so I didn't go on spring break with my friends. But so instead of doing that, I asked my parents, I was like, oh, can I use my spring break money and fund it towards my yoga teacher training? I found this program in Maui. Yeah, and I was like, I found this program in Maui for the summer. And they're like, okay, sure. So that's the first time like I went anywhere by myself. And then it kind of made me love like traveling, especially by myself. Like I love the freedom. I love meeting new people. So yeah, it's been so fun.
Were you in France by yourself?
I was in France by myself, yeah.
Oh,
that's
wow.
Cool. Emma doesn't travel by herself.
No, I don't.
Yeah, but I'm fine with it because you can do what you want to do. You don't have to pull somebody along, right? You can sleep in or you can drink as much as you want, and it's fine.
Like I finally took a plane by myself to San Diego this past summer, and I was super anxious about it because that's no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What don't you like about it?
I like having someone with me. So so you know, I went to San Diego and I was there with my best friend, so we were able to do things together. So I don't know. I think for me, it's like I like enjoying like having the company of someone else with me.
Yeah.
So I've always traveled with someone else. Like I've never traveled alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Back to dating here. So tell me, what's the difference between dating guys in Texas and in LA or Dallas and LA? Is there something different?
I don't think I've dated in Dallas because I haven't lived in Dallas since I was 18. But like in Austin, yeah, I feel like I thought it was bad in Austin, but then it took me moving here to realize it's really bad in LA.
Yeah.
And now when I go back to Texas, like, oh my God, the guys here are so sweet.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like, I don't know, Texas guys, you know, just Texas. People are more well-mannered. They're raised to be gentlemen and like hold the door open for you.
What?
Like,
what else do we do?
just a lot of just like nice, courteous things, and like a lot more just like they're more family based. I think it's just a Southern culture kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas like LA, there's so many people here who are chasing fame or clout or whatever it is, and you know, people don't want to settle down because of that.
Yeah.
Or or they're just. I've also heard it's because there's so many beautiful people that like no one wants to commit to one person because there's so many.
Oh, it's called FOMO, fear of missing out, right?
Yeah.
We have it here in Dallas too. Do you think you would ever move back to Dallas or Texas, or is LA your home now?
No, I do want to move back to Texas like one day because I feel like cost of living, it's smart to live there. And like my parents are still in Plano. Like I want to be closer to them. I mean, I would love to live out of the country for a bit.
Yeah.
So that's hopefully something I can do like next fall or something. But
That's cool.
the long-term goal, like when I want to buy a house and settle down, I'll be in Texas probably.
Gotcha. So what's next for you? Anything? I know you're working. You are a nurse, right?
Yeah, I'm a nurse. I work for Dr. Orion in Beverly Hills. I'm liking that a lot. I like what I do. I get to meet a lot of cool people, a lot of cool celebrities, and we also get a lot of time off because of like his holidays. So it gives me a lot of time to travel without asking for time off, which is nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so pretty happy with that. Work is good. We've got a lot of travel plans. Going to Bali for Christmas and New Year's.
Ooh.
By yourself or with some people?
It was originally going to be by myself, but then my friend's going to come for a week, and then I'm doing the second week by myself.
Oh, nice.
And yeah.
So, any shows coming up, or is that anything in the works besides any reality?
Right now, no. I feel like I don't know. I feel like there isn't a reality TV I'm really interested in pursuing outside of ABC, just because. And I like to think like ABC is like pretty classy.
Yeah.
Which is why I wanted to go on The Bachelor. And also I think like just my personality wasn't big enough for anything else. Because I'm pretty level-headed, and I feel like my edit was just, I'm pretty just normal and a little quiet.
Yeah. You should do like The Amazing Race or something. Is that on ABC?
No, that's CBS.
Oh, CBS. Okay.
I've never watched An Amazing Race, but honestly, I don't know if I have the athletic ability.
Yeah.
I don't. That's why my other friend, who's very athletic, is my partner.
But like it's down your alley because you're always traveling and doing different things. So I don't know, just a thought. So okay, Revian. So a lot of our listeners, or most of our listeners, are female, and single, and actually half in LA and half in Dallas. So it's kind of a good mix here. So what's your I guess some piece of advice you can give them as they navigate the field of men? It's a very broad question.
I would say right now, what I've learned is like, do not ignore red flags, no matter how great he is. Like, if there's red flags, like, he's not going to change. Like, it's going to be worse later on. I promise. And yeah, just don't get disillusioned by, the honeymoon phase. If there are red flags, like, stay by your boundaries and keep your standards high. And like, it's easier to walk away sooner than getting trapped in something that's not good for you.
For sure.
And sometimes the longer you wait, the harder it is to get out.
Yeah.
What about going on like a reality show? I mean, do you recommend that, or?
I feel like you have to be pretty comfortable with who you are if you want to pursue reality TV, and you have to also be ready to kind of bring it on camera.
Yeah.
To make a lasting impression if that's what you want. But I feel like if it's something anyone wants to pursue, like it's a fun experience, there's nothing quite like it. No one else will really understand unless they've been in the industry. So why not try? But also understand there's like good and bad. Like people either love you, and even if people love you, there are people who hate you.
Right.
So.
But I think, has it opened any opportunities for you as far as after being on the show?
It led me to meet my current manager who like handles like my brand deals, and him and I are good friends. So because of that, it's like nice to do like some sponsorships and like have like kind of a side gig on top of my normal like full-time job, and just, you know, getting invited to things I normally would never like get invited to or even want to go to, which is fun. It's like kind of living the LA life, but it's fun at times.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Yeah. So seems like it was a positive experience. At least you got, you know, you met your manager, and you can kind of do your side gig on top of your other passions. So, well, that's cool. So, all right, Revian. Well, thanks for being on our show. Thanks for whenever you're in Dallas, look us up, and you know, you can let's grab some drinks or something.
For sure. I'll be back for Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, we can do
for
something then.
We love oysters.
We love oysters and martinis.
Love oysters.
Oh my gosh.
Love.
We'll take you out for oysters.
Yeah. We love East
because I'll be
Coast.
drinking again.
Yes. Okay. All right, Revian. Well, thanks a lot for your time, and thanks for being on the show. And everyone, do you have anything to say, Emma?
Nope.
Anything
I'm
else?
good.
Okay. All right. Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Date Podcast. Please subscribe and review if you liked what you hear. Send us an email at hello@datepodcast.com for any questions, comments, or show topics you'd like for us to discuss. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Most importantly, tell your friends about our show.